So the transportation in the Philippines is a little bit unique. Not very many people have cars, so mostly you just use public transportation, and that's pretty fun. You've got the tricycles, which is the normal way that we would get around if we're just going, semi-close, like in the same city. And you know what a tricycle, it's a motorcycle. It's got a sidecar, and the sidecar has room for maybe 3 people. 2 can sit on the seat and 1 can sit on a little tiny seat kind of by the driver. And if you really want more people on, you can fit as many people as you can. They're not picky. They'll cram in as many people as will fit. It's pretty fun. But that's fun. And then you've got the Jeepneys, which they're long. They're kind of like, well, okay, so they've got like a regular, they kind of look like a truck / van, but the windows are just like this panel that's kind of open, and the back is open, and then people, like the seats, they don't go this way, like they don't, like you're facing the center, you're sitting on the side, there's this long bench, you're sitting on the side, so the Jeep is moving this way, you're facing this way. It's a fun place to ride, and that's usually cheaper than the tricycles. So that's what you would take if you went to a different city, or sometimes buses. Well, that's fun too. But in one of my areas, transportation was really different. In all of my areas except for that one, the transportation was pretty much the same. But in this one area, it was just up in the north, out in the really, really rural place in my mission, and we had 3 main types of transportation. There were tricycles, but these tricycles didn't look like regular tricycles. They were like, instead of fitting 3 people inside, they could fit 10 people inside. The motorcycle would sit here, and it had a sidecar that went all the way around, and it kind of looked like a Jeepney that was just shrunken down. And then you'd have the seats on the sides like the Jeepney, where you would be facing the center, and you'd be going this way, be facing the center, like, well, yeah. You would be facing the center, and that was fun. And then you had the next level up. It was called a multi-cab, and it was like a giant tricycle or a small Jeepney. It was kind of in the middle. It had a motor like a regular car, but it was like a Jeepney that could fit maybe 12 people instead of like 18 or however many Jeepneys could fit. And so that was interesting. Then of course you had the regular Jeepneys that were full size, so it just looked like there was like families of Jeepneys roaming around. Like they all looked almost the same, but there were just big ones and medium ones and baby ones. And that was really interesting because that was my last area. I'd never seen that before, but that was fun. I enjoyed that.